Hello everyone, my name is Norbert. Welcome to Nursing in USA channel on this very beautiful Saturday. The topic of today will be tips for foreigners who are registered nurses outside the US and want to work in the US. In this video, I will be talking about immigrants who are registered nurses from outside the US and want to start working in the US as registered nurse. There are 9 steps to take to accomplish this goal. It is important to note that 8 of these steps leads you to getting the National Council Licensure Examination, popularly known in the US as NCLEX. This is the test that will make you eligible to work as a nurse in the US. So we're gonna go through the 9 steps on this slide, and in the next slide we're gonna be talking about each of these 9 steps one by one, so that you will get more information on each of the 9 steps on this particular slide. So the number one step to accomplish this goal is that you have to ensure your license is valid. Make sure at the time you want to apply for your NCLEX that you have a valid license from your country of origin. And also you're going to ensure that you have an email that is active, because your email will be a point of contact between you and the Commission on Graduates of Foreign Nursing Schools. So secondly, what you're going to do is to create an account with Commission on Graduates of Foreign Nursing School. Thirdly, send the form from CGFNS to your previous schools. The fourth one is that you're going to send the name of your board of nursing, the one you choose, to CGFNS for the evaluation. Apply to the board of nursing. Next, notification from CGFNS of completion and sending out of your evaluation. The next one is you're gonna have to create account with Pearson. The 8th one is reception of authorization letter from Pearson. Then the last one, the 9th one, is for you to take your NCLEX, pass it, get your license, and start working as a registered nurse in the United States. So now let us go through each of the steps one by one, so that we can get detailed information about each of the steps I have outlined in the preceding slide. So number one step is ensure your license is valid. The first step is to make sure that your license from your country of origin is valid at the time of your application to take your NCLEX. Get a valid license if yours have expired, and you gotta make sure that your email address is working, so that that's the only way you can communicate. That's the only means of communication during this application period. So ensure that your email address is active and working. Then the second step is, like I mentioned earlier, you have to create an account with Commission on Graduates of Foreign Nursing School, and request for evaluation. You have to fill up the necessary forms and upload your certificate. So if you watched my video on tips for immigrants who want to do nursing as a second degree in the US, there I mentioned some evaluation organizations, some of the, like ECE, WES. I mentioned them in that video. So they evaluate your transcript when you are in the US and you want to do a nursing degree. So you're going to have to evaluate through these organizations before doing your pre-nursing program. For those who have the nursing degree already and they have their license from another country, CGFNS is the organization that will evaluate all your credentials as a registered nurse from outside the US. So on number 3 step, when you fill out forms with CGFNS and upload your certificates, CGFNS will give you forms. You must send the forms that CGFNS gave you to the schools you attended. For example, your secondary school, the School of Nursing, School of Midwifery, if you want to add it, the school where you did your BSN or any other certificate you wish to add. Pay the necessary fees involved, and this is based on the schools and how much they charge to process your documents, and then send them the documents to CGFNS directly. Once the next step is send the name of your board of nursing to this to CGFNS for the evaluation. So once CGFNS receive your documents, they will contact you through your email to your email address, and they will ask you the board of nursing you want them to send your documents after they must have evaluated them. So there are 59 boards of nursing in the US. Boards of nursing are they are jurisdictional governmental agencies that are responsible for the regulation of nursing practice in the US. All 59 board of nursing are members of the National Council of State Boards of Nursing, popularly known as NCSBN. The expectation of each board of nursing is to regulate the practice of nursing using defined nursing standards in the US. So once you tell CGFNS, the board of nursing, you want them to send your documents to after the evaluation, you must have to apply to that board of nursing immediately. Before then, you must before you do this, you must have checked the board of nursing, and you must have also looked up their requirements and make sure that you have all their requirements ready. You got to do this. So immediately before then, you must have checked the boards. Make sure you know what they need from you, and when you know what they need from you, you will be in a better position to get those things ready. It's always good to get what is needed from you ready before they demand it from you. So once CGFNS is through with the evaluation, they will contact you that your evaluation is ready, and the next thing is that they will also tell you that they have forwarded it to the board of nursing you chose, or the one you highlighted earlier, for them to send it to. The next step is for you to create an account with Pearson VUE, pay for your NCLEX exam, and wait for the authorization letter. Once you receive authorization letter to test, they will give you a list of dates that are available. It is left for you to pick the date you want to take the exam and work hard towards that date. The last step is where you show the stuff you are made up of from your country of origin. So on this particular slide, guys, I will give you a very important advice at this stage. So regardless of how many years you have been a registered nurse, you may have been a registered nurse for 20 years, for 30 years, 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, or as the case may be, I will advise you to register for NCLEX review session. This doesn't take long. Most times they plan it according to weeks. It could be 4 weeks, it could be 7 weeks, it could be 6 weeks. So regardless of the week, it's not like a year program or a year section. So they divide it, or they program it to be weekly, and it doesn't take long weeks. So I will advise you to register for NCLEX review session. And then one other thing is, make sure you give yourself enough time to study. You are coming from another country that is not United States, and the United States, their test is like, they have a high standard. So I will advise you to take it easy and master the strategy to pass the nursing license exam, that of USA style, regardless of how many years you have worked as a nurse. Just follow this process. It's going to help you, and it's going to help you to get acquainted with the US style, and then master their standard of test taking. Please do not come and just jump into taking the NCLEX because you have a lot of years, or you have been a nurse for a long time. Never do that. That will not be helpful. Just go for the review and study for at least 6 months before taking the test in the US. It's going to be helpful. You will appreciate this advice if you follow it. In this video, I told you that in order to work in the US as a registered nurse from outside the US, you should ensure that you have a valid license. You must create an account with Commission on Graduates of Foreign Nursing School. You will need to send the forms from CGFNS to previous schools. Also, you must send the name of your board of nursing of your choice to CGFNS for the evaluation. After that, you must apply to the board of nursing. You will get a notification from CGFNS of completion and sending out of your evaluation. At this point, I told you that you must create an account with Pearson, who will give you authorization letter and dates available for your NCLEX. Then you have to pick a date and ace your test. Thank you guys for watching my video today. Please, if you have not subscribed, I beg you to like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that you can get notification whenever I upload a new video. Guys, enjoy your weekend and make sure you stay safe out there. Thank you very much.